Hey, what's up, guys? Captain Richard Hajecki with Crazy Yankee Sport Fishing. We've had some questions on how we tie our tournament tie rigs with our atomic flies. So what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to show you just how we go about tying these rigs. So here's the Atomic hijacker fly. This is a fly that we've done really well on the last few years. We've got our VMC Spark Point 4X hook here in a number 2, a Octopus Gamakatsu 5/0. We've got a rattle, some tubing, our beads, and right here is a 36-inch piece of 50-pound fluorocarbon. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our treble hook, and we're going to take one end of the line and pass it right through. We're going to come over here and take the other end here, okay? We're going to put it right through there. And come up there. So here our tag end's facing the opposite way of the hook. What we're going to do is we're going to take that and lay that right down there on the shank of the hook with the other tag end. So what we'll do is we'll grab the hook like this. We've got our tag end here, and we'll wrap this 6 times. Okay, you can see that you've got a nice wrap right there. Next, what you want to do is you want to make sure that you moisten this fluorocarbon really good. If you don't, what you'll see is that it'll fray as you pull it through the snell. So what I like to do is I like to grab this part with my teeth and just pull slowly while you're holding on to this tag on here. What you want to make sure is that this loop doesn't go around one of the hook shanks. So you pull this tight. Okay, so there's your first snell. What you want to do is you want to take a pair of pliers, grab that little tag end there while you're pulling on this, and that'll really cinch it down. And that's an important step, because if you don't cinch down this tag end right here, what'll happen is after a fish hits, you're going to get a little separation between your 2 hooks, and that's not a good thing. So what we'll do now is we're going to place our 3 beads. These are about an 8mm bead, and I like to put 3 of these in here. And the reason being is because with 3 of these beads in here, if I tie this rig correctly, there will be no space in there for the fish's teeth to get in there, or for the fish to turn this around on the hook and get that monofilament wedged in there. You can see that if this is tight, those beads are going to stop that line from getting in there. Okay, so we've got our 3 8mm beads. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to take our treble hook. We're going to come right up through the back of it, bring it right down here, and what we want to do is we want to lay this treble hook right there, right in between the loop from the, I'm sorry, we want to lay that octopus hook right there in between the loop on that treble hook. Okay? And what this will do is this will make sure that there's not a lot of play in here with these beads to move around. So we grab our treble, or our octopus hook, and we come back through the eye again with our tag end. Okay? Still see? We're right there. What we're going to do is we're going to go here and wrap this 6 times again. Okay. Now holding on to this part can be a little tricky because you got a lot of stuff going on here. Sorry if I keep getting off of the camera. I got fat fingers. So you can kind of get the idea. Again, you want to moisten this. And hold on to this because it wants to curl. And just pull nice and slow. Just to not burn the fluorocarbon. And again, you pull on this, tighten everything up, but as you can see, that hook's sitting right above or right below where the hole of that treble is. The next step is what will really pack these beads in here, okay, is we take a piece of shrink tubing and we slide it over the shank of the octopus hook, and that really seats those beads nice right against that treble hook. They don't have nowhere to move. And like I said, if the fish tries to take this, they can't put that line in there and cut you off. Take your little rattle, moisten it, slide it right in there. What this rattle also does is it spaces the fly out enough so that the back of this hook is where the fly is going to end. So there's our tournament rig right there before we even put a fly on it. Now I know some guys like to tie a polymer down here because they say the hooks don't hang exactly straight, but I don't really think it matters all that much. I mean, if it's cockeyed just a little bit, it's not going to hurt. It's not going to hurt anything. Next, come from underneath your fly. Slide your fly down, and you can see that those hooks are hanging out right there at the end of that fly, making for your complete tournament tie. Next, you just make it whatever desired length you want, and you can go fishing with it. All right? There you go, guys.